I'm Eskelite and I make music.
Cherry Gumdrop Menace, can't play me like tennis, can't pay me on credit, they love me, goddammit. Cherry Gumdrop Menace, can't play me like tennis, can't pay me on credit, they love me, goddammit.
Hi, I'm Eskelite. I grew up in Northern Virginia, right outside of DC. I'm half black and half white, and I was adopted by a white family. I was adopted at 5 weeks old, so I only really know the family that adopted me. I was raised in, a very supportive, loving environment, so I was very lucky to have that. Everything I pursue in life is chasing making beauty or finding it. Everything is just like me wanting to experience beautiful things. I went to college for opera. I switched to creative writing after about a month. I could tell that if I stayed all 4 years as an opera major, I would stop liking music. I couldn't risk that happening. It's just too important to me. So I gave up the opera. I feel like my parents are kind of sad about it. They support me, but I think that they really would rather have like an opera star daughter or like a jazz singer daughter, because I also sing jazz, rather than me doing this stuff that they like can barely listen to because they're uncomfortable.
Damn it. Taste test me like gelato, yeah. Baby, you won the lotto, yeah. Got me in your bed like spread, and I might still be here tomorrow. Sneak a little bit of cash for the habit. Got her lined up sharp with a debit card. Been a minute since we went this hard. Turn it to a waterbed with a rabbit.
When Gumdrop Menace came out, Ashnika was my favorite artist, and she was a huge influence on me and made me really just want to finally put out a aggressive pop song, because I just thought she was like the coolest thing I'd ever heard. It like made me feel so like badass and confident, and I was like, I want to make a song that makes people feel like that. I think Gumdrop Menace is the most far removed from my actual self, because that was fully me in character, versus my other songs. I think I am kind of just me. A little bit raunchier, but in essence the same, like where I talk about my anxiety and my insecurities and stuff more, because like I'm not gonna pretend forever that I'm just super confident and like cocky. I have a lot of problems, but I'm not trying to hide that. I think people assume that I'm a lot more hardcore of a person, if that makes sense. I'm very wholesome. I've had more experiences like in the past couple of years, but I still think people assume a lot of stuff about me that's not really accurate.
God damn it. Take a little bit of Xan, now I'm looking at your man, let him be my only fan tonight. If you look me in the eye, choke a simp till he cries, show him how a bad girl feels right. I'm a goddess, I'm a freak, not a snack, I'm a feast, I'm a Venus in the sheets, and Athena in the streets, steal a boy toy, I'm a bad bitch off leash, I'm a bad bitch off leash.
So I released it in September, and then my birthday was in January, and I posted a TikTok being like, hey, it's my birthday, and like the only present I want is for people to stream my song because I'm really proud of it. I posted the TikTok and it did really well. I got at least like 50,000 views overnight and a bunch of nice comments and a bunch of streams, and my monthly listeners like shot right up, and I was thrilled. Like I'd had a couple of TikToks do well before, but never something that could like really do like career moves for me. Everything came from that point. That video doing well is the reason I got listeners. It's the reason people started putting me on their playlists, showing their friends. It truly changed everything, was that one video. And it didn't even go that viral. Like that's not viral. That's like truly nothing on the scope of like TikTok, but like it changed everything for me. That was all it took. It's so insane. And that's why I still make TikToks. I honestly hate making TikToks because I hate how I look on camera. I like making them, but like there's a lot of pressure attached because there's a very specific beauty standard on TikTok that I don't feel like I fit. And so I get really anxious posting videos. I do it because anything going viral could potentially change the entire trajectory of your career.
Damn it. Cherry Gumdrop Menace, can't play me like tennis, can't pay me on credit, they love me, God damn it. Real bad
Real Bad was me adding the layers. That song was very intentionally my second song because I was like, okay, we've established that I'm like a bad bitch, and now we need to clarify that I'm a bad bitch that like pretty much rots in bed all day. Like, I need people to know that. If I had a song like that growing up, that would have made me feel so much less alone. And I know there's a lot of songs about mental illness, but I feel like I rarely encounter ones that feel exactly how I feel.
Realistically, in a few years, I see myself hopefully employed with benefits, more mentally stable. I'd like to have a lot more music out, a bigger listener base, more artists that I've connected with and collaborated with. I don't necessarily want to be like crazy famous, but I would love to have more listeners, more people that are positively affected by my music.
I think because Gumdrop Menace is just by far my biggest song, that will still be the perception people have of me for the most part, no matter what I put out at this point. So like I'm down to keep that as like my persona, you know, as long as people know that it is a persona and know that there's a lot more to me.
I have tentative good feelings about like this next arc in my musical journey. I'm just really excited to see what happens next.